Hi friends, MD Vegan. Time for my live summer breakfast. As long as summer lasts, it's hot outside. Nights are getting colder. But as long as these days are so hot, I love my breakfast with an ice cream on top of a fruit salad. That is today with three beautiful fruit. Mango, that's one of my favorite all time. Here, mango, beautiful mango. Peel it, seed it, pit it, and cut it into bite-sized pieces. It's very easy, but it takes the time in a fruit salad the most, cutting the fruit into small pieces. That makes many fruit salads delicious, especially the more ingredients you have, you more want to have the pieces small, especially if the pieces are hard, like an apple. So I cut this apple into small pieces, sprinkle a little bit of lemon juice, that it keeps its color. Lemon juice is also wonderful for mangoes, I love it. And apple and mango is the combination today. And the third one is pomegranate seeds. I have a small pomegranate here, seeded. And I show you how to do that, how to seed a pomegranate in another video linked under this one. That can be a little bit messy if you don't get it right. You cut the lid off, and then you cut around the lines, and you open it and take the white skin off. And then the little areoles here, they fall out then. You can use them. Otherwise, you just do it anyhow. The juice is all over the place. Red dots everywhere. That's not necessary. So here, look at this. Isn't that beautiful? I thought it might be nice to have a crunchy apple with the pomegranate seeds. They are crunchy, of course. There's a lot of juice around the seed. That's called an aril. Juice around the seed. A little skin around. These areoles are really fantastic. A little bit bitter, a little bit crunchy. And the apple is a perfect balance of sweet and sour. It's one of the most balanced fruits, so very favorable on the planet. So crunchy apple and this crunchy, special crunch of pomegranate seeds nice together. And of course the base here, a mango, wonderful high in fiber and perfect flavor like peppery sweetness. You know, mango is beautiful for the skin. The Indians say that. So let's see where that goes. Blender dance now for the dressing, and I have a cinnamon cashew yogurt with the cashew yogurt, some bananas blended into the cashew yogurt. That makes it runny and creamy at the same time. Cashew yogurt by itself is pretty heavy for a fruit salad as a dressing. So blending cashews with water ratio 1:1, plus these bacteria called acidophilus, the yogurt bacteria. Store it overnight in a container with enough space on top. Empty space, otherwise the yogurt builds gas and it comes through the lid. You don't want to have that. So leave enough space on top of the yogurt in the yogurt glass. And then next morning it's done, you have a fresh yogurt. So there, I should have another video linked under this one, you'll find it there. The yogurt goes into the blender. The blender is a German brand. It's rivaling the big American brands, the other ones too. But it's really cool. But it's only in Germany. If you can get it, Revo Blend, try it, check it out, it's very good. Cinnamon, just a small amount, that's maybe not even a teaspoon, a little bit. So it's a very gentle flavor. I would like to have more, but cinnamon is a bark. It's super high in antioxidants, one of the highest. It's healthy, it fends off enemies from the body cells. It makes you not go to waste, right, ahead of time. But it is bark and it's hard. So you break it down into powder, it remains always hard particles. When you dig too much, you feel it it's not creamy anymore. So I can only take a small amount. That's why. Blender dance. thought cinnamon might be nice with the apple, especially apple loves cinnamon. And the others, I don't mind. I don't think they mind either. Also have a cinnamon ice cream and planned here. See, that is a nice, still a nice light color, nice texture. Because when you have a fruit salad and the dressing is too heavy, it can be unpleasant to eat the fruit salad. The fruit salad, the pieces of fruit in the salad, they like to move around and to play with each other, and otherwise it's too heavy and they can't do that. And then you have the feeling, oops, that's too heavy, clumsy. So that's how I found it out. Tried it, didn't work. But with a little bit of runniness here, yogurt is a wonderful, fantastic dressing of fruit salad. It supports the flavors. The gentle, sour, tart flavor supports the other flavors. Fruit is usually sweet and sour. They have some bitter tones sometimes. And that is nicely supported by the little bit of sour flavor of the yogurt. As you can also just press a lemon on top of a fruit salad without any dressing. It also keeps the fruit salad fresh and supports the flavors of the fruit inside. Gives it a lightness. Yogurt does that with a little bit more nutrition. You get more nutrients, more fat from the yogurt when I eat the fruit salad with the yogurt dressing. And then the breakfast lasts. That's my fruit salad today, the first ever. Never did that before. Let's see how that works out. And now I get my frozen ingredients, the bananas in the first place from the freezer. Wait a sec. These are the ingredients of my cinnamon cashew banana ice cream, and I made a similar one, basically the same recipe the other day, but I want to make a little bit of change here. Explain you why in a second. First, I introduce my tool I needed for that. That is the food processor fitted with the S blade, and that's good because the S blade is large as opposed to the blender. The blender is a small blade. It has much more power. It makes the ice cream warmer, so it melts faster. I can't process long, and then I can make these scoops with the food processor. Beautiful scoops right away. That's called Blitz ice cream in my kitchen. So then I have the frozen bananas, and that's the first ingredient, the main ingredients. It's a banana. It's an ice cream, so to say. And the one thing is, I found out that if the bananas are nice and ripe when I freeze them, the ice cream has the best texture. When they are too not ripe enough, could be a problem. The ice cream gets a little bit gooey. And the less ripe they are, the less cashew nut flour I can take. So here I take a little bit less cashew flour than last time. There was more cashew flour. And it was a little bit gooey, but with less cashew flour it gets less gooey. Because the bananas sometimes, I can't always pick the right moment for freezing the bananas. Yeah. Sometimes I have to freeze them a little bit early, a little bit too unripe, less ripe, too little ripe. They're always ripe, it's always okay, but you know, when you do it every day, you get your bananas once a week, sometimes it doesn't really fit. It's a kind of planning. Ideally they are ripe. When they're not so ripe, I take less cashew flour. That's it. I tried it today. That's the first change I make. The second change is later. I show you with the cinnamon a little bit more. But here, that's now the trick. Another trick here, refinement for my ice cream is with date mousse. I show you in another video how to make that. And a little bit of lemon juice, half a lemon only, not more. And the lemon juice keeps the banana fresh from getting brown. That's very nice. Also balances the date mousse. The date mousse gives sweetness to the ice cream, and the sweetness is very nice together with cinnamon. That is the cinnamon ice cream. I want to have a lot of cinnamon in it, the cinnamon flavor, and that's why date mousse is very fitting. And here, that's the second change I make to this ice cream from last time. I have a tablespoon of cinnamon now, because I thought Oh, it was very nice to have a teaspoon, but I could use more. And I think lots of bananas, lots of little bit of cashew with flour and dates. That means I can take more of the cinnamon, but the hard little pieces, yeah, of the cinnamon bark, tree bark. When you take too much, as I said before with the yogurt, it gets too coarse because they don't break down. The bark, the cinnamon bark, remains firm, tiny little pieces. You can't grind it further. Yeah. At some point, you won't get there without another tool. I don't have that. Very expensive to grind cacao or these kind of things. You need a very expensive tools. So I cannot take too much, but I think I can take a tablespoon here instead of a teaspoon. Let's try it. Blender ends for Blitz ice cream. Looks pretty perfect to me. I have to check first. See, it looks good. I have to check first. Well, feels good for now, but I only know when I have my scoop ready. Now I know. Oh yeah, that's nice. That's the thing. It's the final test. It's already melting. Yeah, I put a lot of ingredients into it. Date mousse, cashew flour, lemon juice. That's a lot of ingredients. And the more you put, the more it melts, the easier it melts. You know? So you have to balance that. That is the tricky part of making Blitz ice cream. You have to be in time, perfectly in time. Everything has to be prepared perfectly, and then you can do it and eat it right away. Otherwise, when you have a classical ice machine, there's no problem. You just make the ice cream, put it in the freezer, and that's it. Blitz ice cream is pretty easy to make, but you have to be tricky. And that's it. Cinnamon cashew banana ice cream on mango, apple, pomegranate seeds with a cinnamon cashew yogurt. Let's see how that works. Thanks for watching. I hope you enjoy. If you like my video, subscribe. MD Vegan on YouTube. Have another recipe every single day for endless vegan variety. And find me on Facebook, Instagram, Pinterest, and X.